Yo, check this out. Hello everyone, so we're back again for Amiga Monday, but this time I realised something. I wanted to do backup on stream just to see that it worked and just to see, register it, and then I realised something. I realised I couldn't do it anyway because if I needed to do that, I had to get the internet working, which I don't have working at the moment, so it's going to be a double of that today. So we are on with the card I've not used in a while. It's probably a bit dusty. And that is the Etherlink 3 PCM CIA card, which we do know works. But I need to get the quote-unquote drivers for it. So I need to remember where that is, so give me a moment. I don't know whether it's going to be on my swap drive. Saying that I've just got lots of wires to kind of untangle. The beautiful physics of wires. There we go. Incredibly long Ethernet cable mixed in with this. Let me just do some swappage. So you're coming out and you're going in there. You're charged anyway. Okay, that's fine. Cool. So that's in. Have a look at the SanDisk. Just check to see if it's got everything. Because I do remember sticking things on and then just keeping it on there. So I'm looking for two things really. I'm looking for MyMADX. So MyMADX is the thing that allows you to get on. I think it's like a TCP/IP stack. And I'm also looking for the drivers. Did I keep them on here? I could also put Imagine 3 back on. Because I can see Imagine 3 there. Alright, I don't think it's there. Right, that's fine. So, Aminet. Interesting, I'm not seeing Miami DX there. Which I would have thought would have been in Aminet. Or unless it's this one. We've got the movie archive and the main archive. Okay, so if I download both of those, that's fine. Right, so I'll put save link as we've got the main. I can go in the Aminet folder. And then this one. That one can also go in the Aminet folder. Excellent. Next thing I need is I'm just going to type in Etherlink. I've got a feeling it says Prism. It's the Prism drives or something? Or am I confusing that with Linux? Prism 2 seems very familiar. Driver for 11 megabytes a second wireless network cards, no. It supports PCMCIA cards. Version 2.9, version 0.7. So I think it's this one I need. Right, okay. Checked. So first of all, it's this one. What am I doing first? I'm going to try to Prism LHAX. That's fine, I don't mind that too much. Then I want to do So I need to make make a drawer and call it let's go for this one. Oh no, R35. Maybe I've got to do the other one first. Where did that go? Should have gone to RAM. Oh, it's gone in the install. Okay, fine. Okay, that should be fine. That's that done. So Miami's in. Should be in the work part. That looks promising. Okay, so if I move this for the moment. We've got the this here. So first of all, I don't know whether I need to put the cable in, so I'm going to do that now. And we'll see what happens. We've got the right drivers, and I'm sure it did. I'm sure it was something to do with the Prism driver. Need to move this way a little bit. Oops. Trying to bash the network card. In fact, what I could do is I could just put this in afterwards. I don't think it's going to cause any issue. There we go, that's in. Plug this into the bottom. See if anything comes to light. That's clipped in. Let's see if Because there's a card utility somewhere, isn't there? Where's that gone? That one. No, it's a 3N. Okay. So that's something. I suppose the next thing we do is see if Miami runs. Oh, I need to go through this process, don't I? Okay, so where did I find it? It was somewhere. Now I've got to find where I actually found it from. As in the setup for this. Because there was something about setting the Miami software to be something like you set it to be the same ping or something for Google. Prism 2. Something about a card patch. Choose Ethernet keyboard modem from the options menu below. Ah, here we go, Ethernet. Assume it's this. There's no other. Enter Prism 2 device in the device field and press continue. Must be this one. I'm gonna have to restart this maybe. That might be an idea. Yeah, let me restart. See what happens. You're saying Miami does not exist? Maybe I should have stuck it on a RAM disk. It's annoying. Hang on a minute. I think what I'll do is, for now, I'll put the files on the hard drive. Pixel, don't do that. Stop it. I don't think that happened last time. Okay, can see the green light. I don't know what unit it would be. Guessing it should be 0. I remember something about this. Am I getting something wrong somewhere? I'm not sure if anybody else has a suggestion. I'm entirely sure what the unit would be. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've got something wrong. I think it shouldn't be the prism. I think it should be the 3C589A. Yes, I've got this wrong. Hello there, Humble Squire. I wanted to do a networking test, you know, with I originally wanted to do it so that I could do a backup via network, but then I remembered I'd not reinstalled this yet, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to remember all the stuff that I'd put onto this to get the internet working. Just remembered something though. Give me a moment. You are going to be bye-byed. Cool. Okay, right, so... So that's that, which means this card should pick up now. Because I've got the right driver in this time. And then where's the cable? It's there. Right, let's try this again. Wait, we have something. Careful, Pixel. Right, that's working, or at least is getting to the hardware. Interface new. I think it's this one. Okay. See if it does a DHCP. Yes, no. offline. Online. Oh, that's interesting. Only one problem. I don't actually have internet. Not internet. I don't actually have It would be a good idea if I actually installed a help me out, chat. I bet it's already on here. Browser, that's what I'm trying to think of. No browser in there. Okay, that's fine. So that looks like it's working. I need a web browser. WebTuber, fine. Aweb would be fine. Aweb 4. There's links which came from the Unix days, so I can put that in. Aweb 2, there we go, right. I'll put in links as well, because oh, excuse me, I'll put in links as well because it's always good to have more than one browser. Right, whilst we're here, because I don't want to keep going backwards and forwards, the next thing I do is check what it said in the Amiga CF backup method. So it did say that I could use networking to do it. Do I want disk to disk? Create a HDF backup on Amiga and transfer over network. I need a disk image device from Aminet. DD clone equivalent like save part HD2 box or mix CD image, SMFS or NCFTP or AMI FTP. I mean, there is an FTP with Miami, but NCFTP probably sounds like a better option. What else have I got? Disk image device. So I found one. I don't know if I've already got one, I'll just copy this one over. 868K. I don't know why I've got a tar image. We need to untar it as well. Amidev CPP. Nope. Is this you hallucinating again? Amidev CPP Porty Tools. This talks about Amiga forever, which is not what I want. Save part. Doesn't exist. Make CD image. Doesn't exist, what a surprise. Okay. Sorry everyone, I'm just trying to figure this out. Oh, hang on a minute before I start pulling things out. I want to make sure that this is now off. I don't remember what I put on it now. Oh, of course. So, NCFTP, oh, links, and I put AWeb as well. Okay, so we want to do LHA X AWeb to RAM. Select directory where we want it installed. If you do not accept the default, a directory will be created there. I don't want this RAM disk. I want it in the work drive. Think we can do. Hopefully this won't mess anything up. Yes. Save installation. Yes, okay, that's in there. Brilliant. So the next thing to do is I need to get, we'll do links first. But I've got to build this myself. Wow, this is big for links. That's starting in 2 minutes. You're probably not going to miss much, to be honest. At some point I'm going to have to build something on the Amiga just to say that I've done it. But I've got a feeling this is not going to be installable. Unless I just drag it on. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I do have version 48 there, interestingly. I must install it for a particular reason, otherwise I wouldn't have got it there. So... copy the version you need to your libs and rename it IX. Right, okay, so what version do I need? I've got an 030, but there's only 040 and 020. Copy. There's no paste? Just drag over, isn't it? Alright, let's try that again now, because it should run. Oh, oh, that's nice. So if I press G, right, cool. So we do have the Linux places displayed. Yes. I need to know how to use this to get out of it. Right, so we can copy this into the work folder because it does work. I like that. So we've now got it's more of a CLI version of or graphic line interface. If you've never used Linux, it's usually on Linux Unix systems, and you basically just run it from the command line, and it will just give you a text version of the website. Just going to delete that. And then we've got the other one, which is links with a Y. It says dev. I think I've got the wrong one there, but let's just see what happens. I think links with a Y was a very basic version. It's what I used to use for SEO back in the day, because what we'd find is people would try and put same color text and same color background, and it was a way to I think it was a way to actually see that properly, or double check that was there. And there were other things it would pick up textually. For example, the alt text, it would show what the alt text, that's what I mainly used it for. Sorry, it was the alt text I used it for. So you could see the image alt text in there to see if there was any in. So that was an interesting way to use it. Nope, doesn't like that. Okay. Fine. At least we tried. So that's those two. And CFTP. Oops. It's kind of working there, I suppose. Right, let's take this out. Let's see whether the internet does actually work. So first of all, let's clean up this mess. I suppose I could have tried Hippo Player actually. See if that actually works, because that's supposed to work through the internet. So first of all, Miami. And didn't save the bloody hardware. Is that my fault for not saving? Save. Okay, settings have been saved. Interface, new, Ethernet, Etherlink. Get it all DHCP. Right, save. Oh, let's save as default. So it's been saved. Right, next one, and then we go online. Right, okay. Next thing, let's see if Hippo Player works. Okay, does not work. Actually, what did it say? It didn't say anything. Okay, never mind. Let's do... see whether this will go anywhere first. Oh, did not like that. Fine. Will the web demo actually work? Time of about 30 minutes. Okay, fine. Nope. AWeb does not work. Should just pick up. You see something going on. Let me try something. don't know if this is going to work. It says it's online. Nope. Oh, actually it's loading now. Nope. There was a certain way you had to do it, I think. Right, let's see if I can find that certain way. Just on this website, install Miami key. No, I don't want that. Miami keys. Choose Ethernet from wireless. So I could try the init. What does it say? It says Ethernet cable. Continue. Other device. Three C 589.8. Okay, that's fine. We have default gateway, okay. That's fine. Successfully configured, excellent. But then everything's broke. Oh no, it's not broke. There was no error. Real name, Nankos. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, it didn't error this time. Cross your fingers that this is the correct way. Nope, didn't like that. Fine. What if we try... Host was not found. Well, at least links is working again. Why is this not working? Put everything to DHCP. You're alright, Pixel. Still not quite on the internet yet, but I think the Ethernet's working. Oh, no IMA settings files have been saved yet. Would you like to import? Oh, okay. Can I import? That broke. Oh my god, we got it. All I had to do was do Miami, oh, ignore all, just get me onto that page. There we go, there is Google. So we now have the Amiga back on the internet as it was when I first had this on with this card here. So we have Google. Excellent. Yes, we want a quick A-Reg because I want to check if this will work in links. Oops. So the other thing I could do is I could put links and then Google as an as a parameter, and it should load Google straight from that. But I just want to make sure it's not gonna fall over. Okay, don't care about that. G. There we go. Just to prove it. What? It's asking me what? Okay, just because it probably doesn't understand. So this is the Google going, oh, this is a bot. Like, piss off, Google. Okay. Fine, we'll do is it .com or .net? That's not it, is it? There we go, and that's Aminet. That's fine, and just to show you that, actually, if I press quit, Q for quit. So let's do this again, but I'm going to do this. So what it should do is it should just go straight into Aminet. My hard drive light's clicking away there. At least it tried, but that's essentially what it does. Right, so that's links working, and we've got the internet working now. We've got links working. We've got a web browser. It's not the best web browser because it's not. It really should be the light version. I think I should get. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get. I'm going to add to this. Add item. That's Miami there, that's ready. And I suppose I should put a web browser, but I want to get the light version. So let's test something here, because I want to test the download on this. Oops. No Aweber light. In fact, I think the web's working a lot better than it did last time. I think it was a bit slower, especially for loading up images. But it could be that I'm on a demo version here. That's light. Is that the version I got though? Because I think light will not give me this screen here. But it will be interesting to see what the differences are if it lets me. Oh, it's an LHA file, isn't it? Yeah. No? Yeah, it is. Yeah, quite nippier as well. It's not bad. That's the light version. Okay, I can keep that. So I can dump this. And stick this in here. So we now got two different versions of that. Delete that from there. Cool. And then I think I'm going to put the light version on this. Save that config. Right, so we've now got my Amiga and Aweb, so that is ready to go. Next thing, the next thing is, let's see if I can back this up. I don't know if this is going to work. Let me just see if this breaks anything. So I'm going to do copy from equals dh0 to equals work. So this is apparently only file level. Now, I don't have a great deal of stuff on here, so at file level it should be fine because I've got enough space to, because I've only done 2 gigs worth, so it should give me another 2 gigs worth and I should have plenty of space still. So that, but it's not going to be great, I think. So that's all the kicks that I've got stored on the hard drive, this hard drive anyway. That's the PC hard drive that I've got. Question is, will it pick up all the games as well? Okay. There's HDF. That's interesting. Oh, there it is. So this is not a file, it's a folder. So that means I should be able to just click that and just delete it. Because I can't force delete all because it's supposed to be a copy. I'll have to reboot and see whether it breaks anything. So let me just take this offline. And do a reboot. We're fine. So far. That's all those files on there. Excellent. So at some point I need to find D-Day, which I won't do on this stream because I've already spent over an hour trying to get this working up and running, and I'm happy I've got to this point. So, there was something else I was thinking of. First of all, let's see if everything's saved in Miami. That's looking good. Cool. I'm happy with it. Will these actually show? Or is it because I don't have the data type for that PNG, so it won't show it? It's possibly why that's there. Oh no, it's taking its time. It must be because that's a PNG. I'm guessing, yeah, there we go. It's just taking its time. Cool, I'm happy with that. Right, so I think what we'll do for the next hour or so is do some gaming. I will definitely look back at getting the backup sorted. But like I said, I'll do that offline. But what I wanted to do was mainly get the internet running on this, which is something I wanted to do. I'm happy that's still working, especially with the new router. I don't think I've ever tried it with the new router, because the old router was the megabit, and this is the gigabit one. But I'm happy that's fine. Sorry for repeating that. I just need to. I'm probably just going to do off stream, do a backup, and figure out the best way to do that. Maybe I should try using this 8 gig as an external swap, but I don't know whether it will. You know what, let's try this now. Let's try it now and see what happens. Because if it does save 8 gig, I should be able to just swap out the file anyway. But I just would prefer it if I could transfer it via maybe FTP. Ooh. Well, it's picked up the 8 gig. Not a problem. Excellent. Right, so that's fine. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Okay. So we've got option 2. Right. Let's get some gaming done. Does anybody have any suggestions for games, or do I just go and pick one and go for it? We have a raid. Nick of time 2. So I'm busy kind of faffing around with my wires. Hello there, Nick Graham. So some of you, quite a lot of you will notice that it's very easy for you to get into my stream nowadays. That's because I made some changes. I now actually have 3 minutes on adverts, but it does mean that ad-roll is pre-roll is gone, so you can get straight into my stream now. So hello everyone. I already know what you were doing because I saw you already there. Were there any other games you were playing after the racing one? Because I know you had issues with the racing one. Hello there, Amiga Kemi. Evening there, Critical Interrupt. Basically what I've been doing as well is I've got the internet fixed, so it runs nicely now. And I did try and do some backup stuff, but it's not quite what I wanted, so I'll do that off stream. You think your Amiga's misbehaving? Bubble and Squeak, I know about that one. Ultimate Pinball Quest. Okay. Well, I have a selection of games there in front of you. Well, not here, but there. So feel free to pick a game. And we can get some gaming done before I bug out. You might even, if anybody suggests anything I don't have, I might be tempted to go and download it via the Amiga. Ooh, because I've now got the internet sorted. So up to you, really. And I've noticed some games working better on this. I'm sure there was some either issue with that card or the PS3 IO file system did not like some games. Is the only thing I can think of. Yes, internet on the Amiga. That's what you just missed, because I just come off it. I could put it back on again if you want. Hang on a minute. So this Etherlink 3 card here. I finally get it into the whole bit. There we go, that's in. Go online. And then use the light version of AWeb. I think it's this. There you go, WXD download. Have I tried Sevgi Engine? No, I don't think so. Or the latest version of Red Pill? No. Not tried any of those. Click C. Boom. Internet. You mean Hippo Player? I do have it on, but I think I'm missing a library somewhere. No, not a Hippo Player, okay. Excellent. Remember the good old days of PBS phone lines, etc. Internet. I've even got on this. I've even downloaded links. So those of you who are Linux users will know what this is. For those of you who don't know, it is basically the browser for command line systems. Web browser, sorry. No, but you can get the internet, you can get mod tracks from a Hippo Player. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's going to, there you go, Aminet. And that is text-based. So So that is the Lynx version. So there you go. Internet. Oh, what was the command thing? Is it this one? Yeah, that one. There you go. Oh, IMP. Yes, I remember that. I did actually have... That's what I thought that the... Oh. I'm sorry. Yes, because I think Hoffman suggested it to me. And I did actually have it. Internet music player or mod player. Yeah. That's what I needed. I got confused with Hippo player. I'm sorry, that's my fault. Right, give me a second. Whilst I might as well go and pick that up. Automatically downloads and install games from... Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Now I could just write down what you said, but I'm still loving the fact that I can do this. IMP3, okay. I mean, it's not like this is massively slow. I should have done by now. And you're going to have an ad soon, so apologies if you're getting caught in the ads. Wait, so I think I'm on this one. Yeah, I do remember now. I can't remember. Online checkers. Look at that. Infinity Music Players, that's what it was. Now I remember. Too many windows. Too many windows. I can't remember how you just get the or do you just play and it just goes for it. I can't remember. It's disco mode. Right, apologies, I'm just trying to imagine you're limited a fair bit. No, yeah, I suppose I am limited to that sort of stuff, but yeah. Because with my HTTPS, oh, that's another thing I need to get hold of. Didn't the Amiga have a HTTPS stack thing? I'm sure I got one of those at some point. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't think I need this. Don't need that. Can't remember how to quit this thing. Cancel. You know, so much fun getting it set up where you can get your Amiga online again. Is your Amiga offline for some reason? Love how it has IRC built into it. Yeah. I'm just a bit confused about how to shut it down. Stop telling me this message. Disco games queue type mode. Oh. Yeah, shut up. There we go. Can you quit for the menu? I don't know. Can't right click. That E does nothing. Good point, hang on. That's the only one that doesn't right click. At least I can switch it to the back. I do not have multi. I might have to just do a complete control and get rid of everything. I might have to just do this. It's the only way I can think of quitting it. Oh dear. But the internet works, so that's at least something. Right, anyway, as I was saying before, let's get some gaming done, because otherwise, you know, I'm not doing much, and I don't want to bore people too much. I've already spent over an hour kind of not doing much, and at some point I need to go back to my original setup, which was we need to look at Amiga format CD15, at least get that started. I've got some demos in obviously to look at, which won't be this week. And what else do I do? Oh yeah, the main game, Deuteros, which I'm slowly getting back to what it was before the whole crash happened. Multi-CX comes with workbenches in commodities. When you say commodities, what are we talking? Unless you mean C here as commodities. It's one of the main drawers. Oh, here we go. I found it. Shows you how much I know the modern Amiga front end on it. What did you say it was? Multi-CX, which I'm assuming is this one. Put it in startup, okay. Right, okay. Learning more bits and pieces of the Amiga. Reboot, because it should pick it up as soon as it goes in. So this will be that Control Help. I don't think my help is working. Oh, so this is like Windows Task Manager. Yeah, help does not work. I'll have to figure that one out. Right, okay, thank you for that though. Tool types, yeah, okay. Fact, just do that now. Sorry everyone, just learning some new things about the Amiga. Oh no, it's single click and then you do this. So if I type in tab there, that should just do tab. It's a funny one, but that should work. Control Alt Tab. No. It's not changed yet. Oh, so if I remove, right, got it. There we go, cool, right, thank you very much. Got it. So that's working now. Yeah, I need to figure out why my help key does not work. Help key does not work at all. Okay. Let's get some gaming done. I know I've said that a few times, but okay. Any suggestions? If not, I'm going to find one. You may ask what alien fish finger is, and you might enjoy your suggestion. Alien fish finger is, how would you describe it? For an Amiga, it's a very impressive game. It's basically you know what? I'm just going to play it. If you've never seen it before. Yeah, it's just getting used to it, Amiga Cami, but you know, I'm used to some of it. I'm just not all of it. I mean, I'm not a power user like or anything, but I think I can. I'm learning. Let me rephrase that. I'm learning more all the time anyway, so it's good to see things like that. I think, but I don't think that sort of thing was available for the original Amiga, was it? I think that must be new for 3.2. I could be wrong. Right, alien fish finger. I'm going to skip through this so you can, if you want to play this part, this is just a... Alright, so this you go left, right, up to jump. And you got fire. Which I need to get rid of these. They drop things, so I press down to pick stuff up. And I've got, you can see how quite nicely that is done. And I think if I hold down fire, that is, oh, that's grenade. And be careful of your ears because the volume for certain things in this game is very loud. You will notice that the enemies will pick up and drop weapons. The AI on this is quite interestingly clever. Gone and picked up the gun. I need to go this way, I think. So these things I need to pick up. I think the first mission is to pick up as much of those as possible. And I should have waited, because the enemies will drop things like extra. The letters that's, you know, when you get an extra life when you've done all the letters that spell out live or extra or something like that, that's what they will drop, as well as weapons and other things. I'm not doing well explaining this, am I? It's a grenade. It was in version 3. Okay, fair enough. I haven't used anything newer than 3.1. Oh, so your old or your other Amiga setup was 3.1, was it? There's an R and an X. Oops, jumped too high. My guy's just going mental at the moment. Oh, that's who you are. Oh, and I forgot you were there, you sneaky... Should have known you were there. In fact, I should have seen you. And I usually play better than this. But today is not the day. Oops, there we go. Oh, okay, I don't know what that was. Maybe a bonus. Oh, is it? Oh, I think I've picked up all of the matches thinking about it. Maybe. One of the best Amiga PD shareware games around. Yep, I definitely agree with that. Yay, extra life. Finally. After I unnecessarily wasted a load in this level. Oh, almost did a bit of a long drop that I didn't want to do then. Well, tea is coming out. So this was the deactivators one, which took me a while to actually do because of the way where one of the deactivators are. I think one of the deactivators are up here actually. Ah, thought it was game over then. But this is my last life. Oh! Did not realise you were playing... Oh, well, I was going to say playing dead. You just stood there. No. Managed to get away with that. Did not find that, so I was missing one detonator. That's always one. There we go. That is Alien Fish Finger. Hope you enjoyed that. Anybody else for any other games? Otherwise I've got an idea for one, but you're not going to like it. It's not that one, I just wanted to see what the box was. Sorry if I'm going too fast on this. Just trying to think of anything else. Well, since Noah's going for a game, I'm going to be a pain in the arse and I'm going to go with this one. No, it's not the best of games. I saw someone playing it recently and I was a bit like, you know what, maybe I'll have another go at this. Shining Metropolis of Neo Tokyo arose from the ashes of World War III. Don't know who I was meant to stay and read that, but never mind. Forgotten how bad this game was. So apparently at a certain point there's a pickup you need and it's in one of the yeah, that's the one. and you need it for a certain area, and I've already messed up because the bike will need, yep, fuel low, can't go anywhere. And I've had another raid from Zypho.
Genesis allowed, isn't it?
Yep, sorry, I'm loud. I might have to turn down your volume. As your dad said, look up your hi-fi because Namco's is blasting through your ears. Right, so I need that. And I need to, for fuck's sake. So hello everyone from Zypho's raid. Thank you very much for the raid. Today was a bit of getting the Amiga ready for the internet. Because I want to try and, at least when I do a backup this time, have it saved, so if anything goes wrong with the CF card, like this thing here, I've always got a thing to just restore everything back again, especially since when I was doing the remake for Last Half of Darkness, all those files are gone and I've got to redo all that again. So, yeah, the moment I'm playing a terrible game, because someone suggested a good game, and I followed it up with this one. What were you doing? 8-bit Battle Royale with Amstrad CPC versus Commodore versus ZX Spectrum. Who wins? On your stream, I think Amstrad CPC would have won most of those, to be fair. Right, so just gotta be good with the. It says here you need the grenades for. Oh, you bastard. It's in last place at the moment. Oh, what games did you put in for the CPC to be last? The anime one. And it's not a very good game. Definitely need that. Thank you for the follow. I will find. Oh, I found out who did that. Leo000 Fermi, thank you for the follow. I think that's the furthest I've ever been on this game. Oh, no. You've got to stop at a certain distance. That's the real stupid thing. Right, so gotta be careful. Yes, got through. I got through to the exit. Wow. That's probably not the right way to go then. I'll leave on the downside. Oh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. At least I got to this part. I'm not doing another one because this is very kind of. But I wanted to prove that I could get to at least that part. If nobody's ever seen that part, then there you go. I think a lot of people sort of don't manage to get as far as that. I don't know, but it's not very easy. Out of Specky CPC and C64, which is the best? Don't ask me that question, because I'm a ZX Spectrum person. Although to be fair, there are some good games on a C64 and there are some interesting ones on a CPC. I'd still go Spectrum because that's my childhood sort of one. The MSX is the wise choice. MSX got basically all the anything that got ported to MSX, mostly from the UK, was here's a Spectrum port, here's a Spectrum port, and they weren't very good. Unfollowed. Tell you what, if you really want to unfollow me, I still have this. My nice shiny ZX Spectrum Next, which apparently has a C64 core for it, apparently. Still, better than the Mega 65. I'm hiding for even saying that. Bet a load of people will unfollow me for that one. But yeah, I need to go back and play with the ZX Next a bit more, but I just not a chance. Dragon 32 for the Welsh contingent. Well, we went to see my other half's dad, who lives in Wrexham, so we managed to go past the Welsh border. So that was. I also we went to one of the pubs where he lives, or near where he lives, and as a freebie I was given, like afterwards, you sometimes you get kind of sweets and things, or in a pub you don't really get anything, you just get kind of the bill. This time I got a free bottle of Welsh lager. Alright, fair enough. Welsh lager was okay. No, not Welsh lager, sorry, let me rephrase that. Wrexham lager, let me get that right. But Wrexham lager was okay. For the ZX Spectrum previous. They're doing the Kickstarter 3, yes, I've heard that. CPC core for it, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I still need to finish my game because I was doing the next Space Janitor, which was kind of like a requel of a game that I did on the ZX Spectrum Specky Jam, and it was just called Bob the Space Janitor, and it was just a very basic kind of UDG, which is used as definable graphics on a Spectrum basic game, and that game needs finishing anyway because it's a bit. It was better than it was when I first brought it out for the jam, and then spent a couple of months on it, and I managed to get it a bit more playable. There was some buggy stuff in there because I wrote it in Z80 assembler, and it was the first time I'd done it, and I was quite proud of it, even though it's a small little game. But yeah, I still need to get back and do that. I just gets too busy at the moment because the thing is, it's since I've been made redundant last year, I've been doing the whole self-employment thing, and that's been growing, so that's been taking my kind of time away from certain things. And then when I want to, and then obviously I get distracted with other things, or maybe I just want to have time out, and I'll go play Euro Truck Simulator for a bit, just to cool off, and before you know it, it's a week, and then it's a month, and then it's a year, and then, I try and get my head into stuff, but yeah. Wrexham Lager owned by a Canadian. 128 core, that'll be even more interesting. The one thing I do have on the ZX Next on there is I've got, because you have the ability to add in CPM, and CPM is very strange, mainly for the fact that it doesn't feel like you've got folders in there, so everything's just a file. So sometimes I think, how can you organize stuff if everything's a file? Because you can't really separate it out, can you? Unless there is a way and I've not seen it. Ryan Reynolds. Oh, right, I see. So I was drinking the yeast extract of Ryan Reynolds. Have you tried C64K? I like to relax by playing Tilt. No, I don't think so. I think that'd be something that would be up Hazemaker Street rather than mine. The one game I do like playing on C64, and it's probably like an obvious one, Space Taxi, that's a really good one. I like that on the C64. I can't think of any others. I remember seeing, was it Renegade 2 or one of the other games like it? I was unimpressed with that. But that was some time ago. That was back when Urbis was in Manchester, and they did have that game thing. But God, we're going back a long time ago for that one. I'm sure it was something like Renegade. I just wasn't happy with the way that when sprites kind of do this, as they're going up the screen, and it was something to do with the collision detection. It just wasn't very good. It might not have been Renegade 2, it might have been something else. But to be fair, Spectrum games conversions that aren't always that good. And what was it? That was another one I saw. Ghostbusters 2 and a C64 did not look as good as the one on the ZX Spectrum. And as I'm assuming the CPC would have been a good, okay version as well, because that was done by the Oliver twins, and they were mainly CPC developers, so they would develop on a CPC, have something to split out onto the PC, have something to spit out into the memory of the ZX Spectrum. I don't know what they did to the C64, but so on the ZX Spectrum on Ghostbusters 2, when you're going down the shaft, you got like little hands that would do this with the rope. But on the CPC version, or at least one of them, it was just this little thing this big, and it would just go onto the rope and it would start eating it. But it wasn't as impressive as a little finger that does that. The most interesting Ghostbusters 2 game that I usually play around December is the Ghostbusters 2 one on DOS. Some people might not like it, but I like the difference, especially when you get to the bit where you're the Statue of Liberty, because you're kind of looking down like that, but you can actually see a big Nintendo joypad like on there, because I think they used the NES, is it called a NES Advantage, the arcade stick? But on the game, I don't think it's one of those. I think it's just a Nintendo handheld, the thin one. So that's on that one. Anyway, new game. Last game. So somebody suggests something, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. I don't think a pity works, to be honest. Robots with a Z, is that an actual game? Because I've never heard of it. If you don't mind saying so. No, I've never heard of that one. Do you know where I can get it? Because the search is not getting me anything. Oh, no, I can't then, unfortunately. Anything else? You had it on the ST. It's not one of those ones where it's called Dalek on the other one, where you move, they move, and they kind of, if they move into each other, they explode. It's not one of those type games, is it? Because that feels like a PD game. You know exactly there is one called Top Banana or you'll land there, Antaeus. It's more like a Smash TV game. The only one I can think of was the original one, which was something called Robotron, which you might be thinking of. So Robotron was a dual stick one, and it looked very much like an Atari 2600 type game, because it's very kind of basic, but you had loads of robots to shoot. That could be the one you might be thinking of. You're all going to get me to play Top Banana. What was the other one? Quick Overdrive. I might have Overlander. Yeah, I've only got Overlander. Okay. Guess top. Right, fine. Okay, I see your point. Give me a moment. I don't think I did get it. Oh no, I do have Top Banana. I do have it because I'm a sadist. So Top Banana or Yolanda. Do I have Yolanda? I do have Yolanda. So pick one. Although a lot of you have said Top Banana basically. Fine. There's a lot of talk about Top Banana, so that's what we're going to go for. You've not seen Yolanda? Oh, come on, Zach. You've never seen anybody play Yolanda. Turn up the volume and the colours to fully immerse yourself in a banana. I've never seen the intro to this. Right, looks like we're playing Yolanda after this then, and that's the final game. It's the best bit, mainly because it's not the game yet. No, I didn't do any raving back in the day. I think I was a bit too young for that sort of thing. Well, considering I left high school at 98. Right, this has gone on for long enough now. Sorry. And it's not allowing me to stop. There we go. Did I just die? I must have just died. Oh, damn it. It's too young for the actual proper old school roast of early 90s and Mr. Good ones. Rave culture was better. It's about living one. Okay. One thing I hate about this joypad is it's too easy to jump with it. Too easy to get hit in this. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, I got eaten by a psychedelic BBC rain thing. Right, one more go at this and we'll shift over to Yolanda. I think my two cats are playing. Ah. Do you think it's good that the Commodore brand has been bought by that retro recipes guy with the hot wife? Trying to think who you're talking about. Retro recipes. Why do I know the name retro recipes? I can't think of why I know that name. Right. Yeah, the guy on YouTube. That means anybody. Be more specific. Oh, yes, the guy that has his dog in there that does the little, yeah, is it with his dog as well? I think I know who you mean now. But he's brought the bat. He's been bought by that person. How much did he spend on that? He wanted to license the name and found it might actually be easier to buy the whole thing. Alright. Right. It's the whole, if you don't move quick enough, you're dead. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Go together, this is a challenge last year. I'm glad I didn't do it. The worst bit is it can't actually go into the air. You can't in the air do this, it's just... Oh, come on. I need to go left on that one. Problem is it changes so fast that I can't remember everything. And then I forget when I'm supposed to be moving. Oh, come on. That's just unfair. So right side on that one. Oh. That's a bit of a thing for timing. Right, last round. And I'm gonna call it. This is a difficult game anyway. It's one of those ones where I really practice it before you actually know what the tricks are. No, thought we'd drop through maybe. Oh, come on. Nope. No magic. platform. Oh! Oh! I said this was going to be the last one, but... It's because I can't do that after a jump. That makes it so... And this one I'm not sure about. This one is very much timing thing. Right, no more. I think I've had enough punishment as it is today. Right, let me have a look at... I'm a bit surprised we was able to buy it. I thought the company that had it was pretty precious about it. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. You've seen this now, but it was years ago. Probably you had one look at it and never wanted to look at it again. Somebody did do well at this. I think Charlie Farr's done quite well in this game. I could be wrong, but I think that was the case. What's your land out? It's probably something like, just check. It's probably like the 12K version of some, not the 512K version or something like that. That's Yolanda normal. Or it could be something like when they do the intro separate to the other one. Yeah, I don't know what image is. I'm assuming it's just a different... I don't know why... I don't know what the difference is, because sometimes you get files and then sometimes you get image. Unless they mean it's the same game but it's compressed into an image rather than all the files. Maybe that's possibly what they mean by that. No problem there, Zypho. Right, I think that's all the everything caught up on chat. I'm just going to put this back on because you might not have heard. Pixel, get off! No! Stop it! No, stop leaning on my keyboard. I'll put this back on because you may not have heard what it does.
That mission was a total disaster. Whose side are you on, anyway?
So that came from a game called... it was a mech game, and it was a difficult one, and it was very difficult. Earth Siege, that was the one. So...
Genesis allowed is not...
Earth Siege was done by Dynamix. Now, Dynamix did the original Mech Warrior game. And I think we're due to do Mech Warrior 2. But I think Faza or somebody else switched to Activision, who ended up doing Mech Warrior 2. So I think whatever work they were doing, Dynamix were doing for their version, they turned into Earth Siege. I think that was the way it went. all the excitement you can handle with banana in your land of goodness. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, anyway, thank you very much everyone for popping in. Thank you to the raids from both Nagram and Zypho. And thanks again to Leo for the follow. Good today that I've managed to get the internet working on the Amiga, so that's ready now. I just need to get the backup sorted, so then I don't have the same issue again. Same issue I had again as last time. What else was I thinking? Oh, stream ending, of course. My brain's going. So I'm not going to be in tomorrow because I've got my networking meet. I'm usually back by 9, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to do a stream. So whether I do a stream or not, I don't know. If I don't, it'll either be a Wednesday or a Thursday that I do the stream instead. So that is Exile Escape from the Pit, which we were playing on... Was it Saturday we were playing it on? Because I didn't get around to do it the week before either. We are close to finishing that game, and the walkthrough is helping. The new one is helping a lot more than the last one did, so we're going to be using that to finish the game. And then Friday is going to be finishing off Myth the Fallen Lords. We are about 2 to 3 levels away from finishing that. And then Sunday, hopefully, if nothing else turns up, we'll finally get around to doing a Death Trap Dungeon, which is what we were playing before Mado started. So we're about to get through that. I think we're in kind of the end game for Death Trap Dungeon. Give me a second, let me just double check. So I think we were in the trench or inversion. Might be the trench, because it's the one where you start off in a kind of sort of castle and you're kind of jumping up and you've got cannons firing at you as well, and the monsters are a lot harder. So yeah, let's see, cross fingers we can get through that on Sunday. But that is this week going, and next Monday I don't know what's going to happen. We'll definitely have Amiga Monday. I'll just have to see how well I've got round to sorting out Deuteros, and I should be able to get another CD onto the swap drive so we can get Amiga Format 15 started. Now the good thing about me starting a new Amiga format stuff is the first things I'll be looking at is games, and usually the emulation folder, so it'll have things like MSX or ZX Spectrum or C64, something like that. And it's been interesting playing those emulators on the Amiga, so we've seen that before. So yeah, that is this week. Let's go and see who's available for raiding. Do you prefer DOS over the Amiga? It depends. If we're talking games, I think early DOS with the CGA falls behind the Amiga, and I think that's what happened anyway, because things like, if you compare, say, Blade Warrior, which is on the DOS, you get the graphics on DOS fairly good, but the music is awful because it's the PC speaker, whereas you got proper setup on the Amiga. Or if you look at Defender of the Crown on the PC, I think is mostly monochrome. It's mostly CGA. I don't remember if there was an EGA version. And I think they still fall back to the PC speaker, but you get you get a superior version on the Amiga. The best version is actually the Atari ST, because you can see things like the health bars and stuff, and I think a couple of the mini games work a bit better on the Atari ST. Now they try and fix this with the Defender of the Crown 2 on CDTV, which is... where's it gone? You can't see me actually doing this now, but there is Defender of the Crown 2, which... is it the CDTV or the 2 version? I think 2 was the one that they improved it. I can't remember what the CDTV version was. I think they put more videos and stuff, but I think it was still a base game. So that's the one you want to look for on the Amiga if you want to play a better version. Yeah, it just depends on what year you're playing stuff, because DOS has some good stuff, so does the Amiga. Thanks for the stream, no problem there, Amiga Cami. Let's see who's available for raiding. There's a few people onto there. No Amiga. Sometimes we usually go and raid Amiga. That girl Joey who does Amiga Monday, but I think she changed her schedule, so I can't do a sneaky raid anymore. So I think we're going to go raid Pastor Plunger, who's doing Mega Man Monday. He's on Mega Man Legends 2 on the PlayStation with real hardware. So let's start that raid. Right, until then, I will see you all later. So thanks everyone again for popping in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.